The sin of adultery. Adultery is a grievous and a very terrible sin in the sight of God. It is a sin against heaven and against earth. The sin of adultery is attributed only to married couples. When a man or a woman step outside of his marriage and have a sexual affair, is considered an adultery. Unfortunately, institutions that are set up to ensure that married couple understands and sticks to their marriage vow to God and to their spouse are also compromised and heavily involved in this sin of adultery. I'm talking about the Church of God. The Church of God is supposed to uphold the truth and the sanctity of marriage and man's relationship with God. But however, most of the leaders, pastors, deacons, and elders, prophets, and so on, are even themselves today heavily involved in this sin of adultery. But let me be clear that not all pastors, not all elders, not all deacons, not all prophets or leaders of the church are involved in this sexual affair. But it is saddening to see that so many occasions that church elders, pastors, and so on are involved in this act of abomination. Some pastors and members of the church divorce and remarried at will. This is very saddening and unfortunate, because according to the scripture in the book of Luke chapter 16 verse 18, which read, "Whosoever putteth away his wife and married another commits adultery, and whosoever married her that is put away from her husband commits adultery." Now the scripture here is very clear that if you marry a woman that is divorced, you are in adultery. And if you put away your wife to be married to another, you are in the sin of adultery. However, Bible gave conditions on which divorce is permissible, and that is only if the spouse is found in adultery. Particularly, the Bible was specific about the woman being caught in adultery. Now, I'll be making other teachings to expatiate as to the right of divorce, the position of a woman, if she has the authority to divorce the man or not. But literally today, based on fundamental laws of human rights, we say both the woman and the man have the right to initiate divorce. So subscribe, like, and follow my page for more of my videos. As grievous as the sin of adultery is to God and to man, too many men and women today are involved in it without any regard and respect for the institution of marriage. It is not without its consequence. The sin of adultery destroys your body. It destroys your marriage. It destroys your health. And worst of it all, it destroys your relationship with God. So therefore, you must retrace your step and rededicate yourself to your spouse. Don't destroy your home for pleasure. God bless you.